Today I'm going to do some before and after recordings of my electronics overhaul of this Epiphone Riviera P93. I'm going to start with the original pickups playing through the stock electronics here, and then I'm going to swap in my new electronics. I've got all new CTS 500K audio taper pots. I've modified the tone pot to be no load when it's all the way up, and I've installed a orange drop 0.01 microfarad tone cap. I've got all new shielded wire, a new jack, although the jack is more for mechanical reasons, that won't change the sound at all. And I'm still using the original three-way switch. You can see right now I'm just using alligator clips to wire it all up. And after I play through those, I'm going to put my new pickups in. These are Vintage Vibe Guitars dog-eared P-90s, and I'm going to play those through the new electronics as well. Then I'm going to edit this all to be side by side in the video so we can do before and after comparisons. I'll be recording all the examples through my Vox VT30 amp, first on the Boutique Clean model, and then after that I'll use the AC50 distorted model. I'll be playing the pickups individually, first neck, then middle, then bridge, with the volume and tone all the way up at first, and then I'll come back and do some volume swells and some tone swells and compare the tapers of the pots. So let's start up with the clean sounds on the stock electronics. after listening to those recordings side by side, I think the differences are pretty clear. The original Epi electronics and pickups don't sound bad. They have a nice, jazzy, warm sound to them. There's just not a lot of dynamics in the brightness when you dig in. Now when you bring in the new electronics, I definitely hear an improvement in the sound, especially when playing through the clean channel. I hear more resonance in the upper mid frequencies and more brightness when I dig in. And I attribute these changes mostly to the no-load modification I did to the tone pot. Changes aren't so obvious when playing distorted, but certainly you can hear an improvement when playing clean. I also find the tapers of the pots, the new CTS pots, to be improved compared to the Epi pots. The Epi pots, though they say they're audio taper, I definitely think they sound more linear. Most of the action in the volume pot is happening in the first quarter turn of the pot, and after that there's not much change. Whereas with the CTS pots, I hear a smoother transition in the volume throughout the range of the pot. And similarly with the tone pot, I hear an improvement in the taper, though it's not as significant as with the volume. Now the smaller capacitor I chose for the tone cap, I think leads to a more useful range in tone. It doesn't get as muddy when you turn it all the way down. Compared to the original .022, I find the .01 microfarad to be a more useful range. Now when I bring in the new pickups, it's a much more dramatic change in the sound. I hear more dynamics in the brightness, it gets real spanky when I dig in, there's a lot more clarity and bite when I'm playing distorted. Overall, it's a really nice improvement in the sound. Of course, this is the most expensive mod you can do to the sound. The other mods are much less expensive. In fact, you can modify the tone pot to be no load for free, and that's really easy. I totally recommend doing that. For a little bit of investment, you can replace your pots and caps. That's a worthwhile thing to do if you're not happy with the way they feel, or if you're not happy with the taper. And if you want to transform the sound of your guitar, changing out the pickups is the way to go. So I hope this has been helpful. Let me know what you think, and thanks for watching.